the CIA says. You do not exist.
They'll always need men like us. Those who are willing to do. What others cannot.
We need to fight back.
Let's hunt.
Watch and learn, brothers.
Hello, and welcome to the community reveal of Call of Duty Black Ops 4. On behalf of Activision, Treyarch, and the entire Call of Duty Black Ops 4 team, it's great to be here with you. Thank you all so much for joining us. Listen, we want to start where it matters the most, with you, our players. Black Ops has been a nearly 10-year journey, and you have been there every step of the way with us. So I want to thank you all for your support and your trust throughout. Thank you. Now that trust has allowed us to take a lot of risks over the years, and that support has allowed us to grow Black Ops in some new ways. Now you've come with us on this crazy and insanely fun and sometimes mind-bending ride. From nurturing an off-brand Easter egg called zombies into a full-blown phenomena, to introducing you to twisted stories and unforgettable characters you played and that you played with, to bringing you new ways to play, compete, and watch multiplayer. Throughout this journey, Treyarch has never shied away from introducing something new or unexpected to Call of Duty, and breaking with convention if we thought you would have fun with it. And that tradition continues yet again. Black Ops 4 is a living example of what we do best as a studio. We set the bar high, we challenge our assumptions, and we take nothing for granted. And we rethink everything about how we make games, which leads us to today. Black Ops 4 is a game that gives you more ways to have fun with your friends than anything that we have ever created. It's the deepest, most replayable game in our history. Now let's face it, that's saying something, because you guys have played the hell out of the Black Ops series. We're inspired by your passion for playing our games together, online, for months, even years. And today is where we begin to break it all down for you. This is a special day for us, and one we've looked forward to for a long time. And as you can imagine, we got a lot to share. So we're gonna show you more at this reveal than we ever have. This isn't business as usual, guys. This isn't business as usual. And that starts now with how we're approaching Black Ops 4 multiplayer universe. And who better to do that than Dan Bunting and Lord Vonderhaar.
I didn't think you'd say it. Oh, wait. Hey.
David, what are you doing?
I gotta update my Twitter name to Lord Vonderhaar. And done.
We gotta do the show, man.
Oh, shit.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for coming today. We are here so excited to tell you, finally, about this game that the team at Treyarch has been working on for the past few years. And for those of you who have not been with us for one of our past multiplayer reveals, we are going deep today. Before we tell you all about Black Ops 4 multiplayer, which is set in a narrative world between Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 3, we're just gonna show it to you.
Can I take this line? Do you mind?
All right, knock yourself out.
All right. Here is the worldwide reveal trailer for Call of Duty Black Ops 4 multiplayer.
Black Ops, weapons free.
Let's do it live.
Guess who's back? It ain't a fucking question. They know the name out in the presence of a living legend. What you heard is trying to murder you and need protection. So blinded couldn't see, so if you need it, come and give direction. You are now not in the presence of nice guys.
Bravo secure.
Pushing on me.
You are now not in the presence of nice guys.
Every shot counts.
Enemy strike team deployed.
You lack compassion, you ain't rap, you just a whack distraction. I can't relax, cause he'll imagine smashing Tony Braxton. Real sisters at the skitty crack.
Building barricade.
I was broke, had no hope, so I wrote this how I cope. I went hard with no results, new approach, same truth. Just get ready, aim, shoot, then it's big bang. So they better bring troops because
Gunship overhead. Bring down the hammer.
Copy that, 113.
shoot one shot if you ain't ready to die. Never get it up, I got shooters for hire. Cause you don't want it.
Marking targets.
Better back to back, but I'm done, so I ain't trying.
Sensor going live.
I know you heard me. Feel like I'm going crazy. Murder, murder.
Heels coming.
Eat this!
You are now not in the presence of nice guys.
I lost count.
Feel that energy.
I lost count of how many times you killed me in that video.
So Black Ops 4 represents our most ambitious multiplayer to date. It delivers grounded combat, tight gunplay, an authentic military feel, and of course the fluid and responsive controls that you know and love, all wrapped in the most refined tactical team experience that we've ever delivered. It's a deeper and more rewarding experience that will be played for a long time to come.
All right,
Vonderhaar.
let's just get something out of the way. Are you guys ready? Can you thrust jump? Can you wall run? Can you confirm we are 100% boots on the ground? Okay. Wow. Look, as we know, you love the fluid feel of Black Ops 3 combat, so the question that we always start with is, how do you create a more grounded and tactical experience, but do it without slowing down the player? So that's pretty easy, right? We didn't stop believing in guns up. So in Black Ops 4, will you still move and interact with the world in a really fast and fluid way? And you can still keep your gun up while doing many of the other things in the game, like throwing grenades and using equipment, activating score streaks, and mantling. And what's better than doing all of those things while still being able to fire your gun? And it's doing this while firing your gun. Ruin returns, and this time he brought his special issue equipment, the grapple gun, that only he can equip and create a class. So Ruin is a specialist with those unique ability to close the gaps and get to the enemy faster. And the combos that you can pull off when you grapple to grab slam have been making the highlight reel inside the studio. And we can't wait to see just what you do with this. So specialists are back, both new and some familiar, but totally reimagined. Because each specialist brings special issue equipment that delivers unique capabilities to your team to reinforce the tactical gameplay without slowing down the player. And you'll hear about many of them throughout the discussion. But you would be fooling yourself if you thought that they were the main characters of this show.
That's right, because Black Ops is and always has been first and foremost about weapons and the gameplay around them. It's no different with Black Ops 4. However, with Black Ops 4, we've made more improvements to gun systems than literally the entirety of Black Ops 1, 2, and 3 combined. This just shows how serious we are about weapon systems at Treyarch. We've designed each weapon as though it's a character in and of itself, which means that we pay attention to every single detail. Hot barrels are going to ooze smoke. Muzzle flashes are going to burst and light up the room. Bullet impacts are massive and they connect the player with the game world around them. And weapons for the first time have real 3D tracers, which both look and feel incredibly awesome, but they also serve a gameplay purpose because they let you know where the gunfire is coming from. And animations have been overhauled to make that feel that you know and love that much more responsive. Bullets will actually deplete as you expend the magazine, but that's just the start. This is a small example of the details that we pay attention to our weapons. On the design front, Black Ops 4 is going to break with tradition by giving each weapon its own set of attachments. Now in the past, attachment sets were shared across weapon classes. But this is important to us because unique attachments are all about making the gameplay of weapons and what makes each weapon stand out from each other. We're also bringing a new category of attachment this game. It's called operator mods. Operator mods are the ultimate expression of a gun's profile. It's going to expand its capabilities in ways that go beyond that core functionality. You're going to see here the Titan LMG laying down some heavy suppression fire. That suppressive effect is only capable through its operator mod. It's going to distort and disorient the enemy on the other side of it. Now I'm excited to say that weapons are further defined by another first in franchise history today. I'm here to tell you, Black Ops 4 will be the first game in our history to use a true predictive recoil pattern system. This allows you to constantly make micro adjustments while aiming and shooting. This means that the gameplay of each weapon is learnable. There's a path to mastery that is rewarding for new players and veterans alike. This is by far our biggest investment in the weapons platform and combat systems that we've made to give you the most rewarding and visceral experience by pushing the state of the art on weapons visuals, animations, and sound effects.
Weapons and health are two sides of the same coin, and you can't change one without affecting the other. And Black Ops 4 adds some tactical depth through a change in the healing mechanic. Healing is no longer automatic. Now players manually trigger their healing process with a dedicated button, and that becomes as central to your gameplay loop as reloading the weapon after a firefight. And we like this change because it creates a tactical decision point that simply didn't exist before. So you can disengage from combat and heal up, or you can rush an unsuspecting opponent who may be healing herself. And these changes create a more tactical pace to the game, where instead of simply losing to the person who shoots first, you can actually survive a gunfight with smart maneuvering. And this means you spend more time in the part of the game that's the most fun, which is the combat. So aggressive players still feel rewarded for being aggressive, and tactical players can actually choose when to disengage and look for a better opportunity to strike. Our journey into the health mechanics has evolved and doesn't end just here. Let me introduce you to Crash. And Crash is a medic. And this means when his ability is ready to use, he can actually restore and give bonus health to players for a limited time. And Crash is just more than a medic. He also distributes a salt pack, which resupplies team, and no doubt the folks at home are already breaking down that MP trailer, and they've already figured out what this one's like. So we've taken a completely fresh look at the health mechanics of a Black Ops multiplayer game. to insert tactical decisions and some much needed pacing into that gameplay loop.
So far we've talked about some really fundamental building blocks of what multiplayer and what makes it awesome. You got movement, weapons, health systems. We're going to take it up a level to situational awareness. Situational awareness covers the gamut of what you see and hear in the game, from the minimap to the sounds that your footsteps make on different surfaces. We've experimented with all sorts of modifiers that have impacted this over the years, but in Black Ops 4 we embrace situational awareness as a fundamental feature to the game. We're introducing a new system called the Fog of War. And only the parts around on the minimap, the Fog of War reveals a radius around the player and his or her teammates. As you'd expect, enemy players are going to reveal their positions when firing a weapon unless they're suppressed, and many of your favorite score streaks like UAVs and counter UAVs are still going to do what you expect them to do. But what the Fog of War does is it creates more opportunities for teammates to communicate and work together for the win. Now I'm going to introduce you to another new specialist. His name is Recon. Recon is an expert in situational awareness. His special issue equipment is called the sensor dart. When he shoots the sensor dart into the world, it clears a large radius around it that both he and his teammates can see, and it helps you to locate enemies. He also has Vision Pulse, which makes a return from Black Ops 3, but this time around it's a little bit different. The whole team gets the benefit of it. So with effective usage, these mechanics together can be a clutch way to snag victory from the jaws of defeat. Situational awareness is as important to the gameplay loop as weapons, health, and movement. And as with the other fundamentals, we're giving you, the players, access to these tools to control your own gameplay loop.
The flow of combat is how movement and weapons and health and situational awareness all come together in the head-to-head gameplay. Spawning, pathing, level design, all of these things impact that flow. You might remember Seraph. She has a tac deploy, and this is a team-wide spawn beacon that allows Seraph to command offensive control over that flow of combat for a period of time. And this is Torque. Torque is the master of disrupting that flow because he can lay down razor wire and create deployable and improvised cover with his barricade. And one last one. Over the years, we've experimented with the idea of area denial in various ways. And in Black Ops 4, it's time to stop playing around. Firebreak makes his return and makes area denial a part of that gameplay loop. His special issue gear, the reactor core, allows him to do just that. And Firebreak can even trade his own health to extend the clock on that time. So we've combined the best designs in how level spawning and flow control work together to influence the gameplay loop, and then we place those tools not in our hands, but into the hands of you through the specialists.
And the story of Black Ops 4 is not one of a single game in development, but rather the combined journey of the entire last decade of Black Ops. And you, the community, have been with us every step of that way. Every game that we make is an opportunity for us to do better, to continue the dialogue that we have with you, and you know that we listen. You expect that commitment from us, and this is why we do what we do. So I think we've covered all the details. We've pretty much given away the secret recipe to our multiplayer experience.
Are you sure about that?
What did I miss?
Just one little thing. Just want to tease for our competitive community, and that is the return of League Play. League Play is a fan favorite, and we've combined the very best parts of it, and we're going to deliver it for all the players of Black Ops 4.
As Mark mentioned in his opening remarks, we're doing some things a little bit different than this year, including how we tell stories in each mode throughout the game. Now we're delivering more narrative and character depth in multiplayer than ever before. And we're also going to give new and returning players the ability to learn and master each of these specialists in solo missions. These missions feature a series of fun and fast-paced trials that give a hands-on introduction to the new and returning specialists while exploring the stories behind their identities and their backgrounds inside of a Black Ops narrative. Now with each game, the Black Ops players have spent more and more time in multiplayer, and it's important to us that we go bigger on that experience and expand the narrative universe around it. Here is just a glimpse into that universe.
Not bad.
Not bad yourself.
No one gives a fuck about you. You're a number. An asset. A pawn in with someone else's game. They've been manipulating you, watching you. Exploiting you. And when they get what they want, they'll leave you for dead. So here's the deal. Alone, you can put up a fight. But together, you can start a war.
I think it's time for us to talk about zombies. Good morning, everyone, especially all the zombies fans out there. We know who you are. Those of you who remember zombies as a bonus mode hidden in Call of Duty World at War have been with us from the beginning. You've watched as our undead have grown to become an essential part of the Black Ops experience. The story that we began a decade ago is as much a result of your work as it is ours. Zombies has always been about that shared journey, both for our characters and the tightly knit teams and friends who joyfully compete to be amongst the first to uncover the mode's latest and deepest secrets. Just as with the rest of Black Ops 4, we've gone back to the drawing board on zombies, rethinking how we can give you more ways to have fun with your friends than anything we've made before. The zombies community has always been our North Star, which is why we took everything that you've taught us and put it on the table for discussion about where to go to next. 10 years after it all began, we're about to begin a brand new chapter in the zombie story right here, together. And we couldn't be more thrilled to reveal the details with those of you here in attendance and the many fans tuning in worldwide. Joining me to share more about this new adventure is Craig Houston, our lead writer.
Hello. So, over the years, one of the key aspects that has driven the zombie storyline and fan interest is mystery. A sense that you're entering an unknown world where anything can happen. And when we say anything, we mean anything. You know, stuff like giant robots, mythical staffs, interdimensional time travel, and wee monkeys that explode when you throw them. Remember your training monkey? You'll be fine. Basically all the things that you zombie fans consider normal. We've explored many different time periods and a variety of fractured universes. Now's the perfect time to start fresh and let the zombies community discover a whole new world together. Black Ops 4 marks the beginning of a brand new storyline, separate and distinct from the Ether story, a new world with new characters and new enemies. Drawing from history, both real and mythical, Black Ops 4 Zombies will introduce us to a new enemy, an ancient order, hell-bent on transforming the world to fulfill their nefarious agenda. Against them stand an eclectic group of all new player characters, unexpectedly thrust together by their shared experiences, with each one bringing their own colourful personality, skills, and unique perspective to the team. You know what? It's probably best if I just show you. This is 9.
You come seeking answers.
Diego, and Shaw, our new cast. We know them, and we can't wait for you to get to know them too. Okay. A mysterious new world, sinister villains and engaging heroes, and a riveting story of chaos all forms just one half of the equation. It's the what we'll play. Now, let's talk about the how. How we'll play the game. During the development of Black Ops 4, we routinely ask ourselves the question, how do our fans like to play? Well, after taking down literally thousands of zombies, it turns out that you have earned the right to make up your own rules and play the game the way you want to play it. So we're going to provide you with customizable tools and social systems to evolve zombies into an evergreen mode for daily, weekly, monthly, and yearly engagement. Zombies also now boasts custom mutations, over 100 different customizable options that will allow you to play the game your way, changing the fundamental rules and systems of the gameplay experience. Things like zombie speed, health, trainability, type, player damage, magic box functionality, and much, much more. And since the zombies community loves to compete with each other, we're also introducing the Black Ops Authenticity Stamp System. This will give players a shareable code stating exactly what was achieved and with what options. As I'm sure you can imagine, this will help third-party high-score boards and other kind of custom competitions. No one likes cheats, especially me. On the subject of custom competitions, we're also introducing limited-time curated challenges that we're naming Callings, which will regularly introduce new ways for you to play the game and set the stage for ongoing seasonal content and a few themed experience surprises as well along the way. And as we give our fans more power and ways to play, we're aware that zombies can sometimes be a little bit intimidating to new players, especially those who like to kick back on the couch and play solo. The good news is that Black Ops 4 Zombies will also include bot support, meaning you can enjoy the full narrative experience that comes with co-op. Not got a buddy to play with? Let our AI fight alongside you. Want to mix it up even more? We're introducing a new mode called Zombie Rush, a brand new mode simplifying the game experience to create a whole new tempo of gameplay, perfect for welcoming people into the Zombies universe, an enticing challenge for grizzled veterans alike. We're also reintroducing difficulty levels and an in-game tutorial to introduce players to the mode in a less stressful way. For those of you who also choose to have the path of most resistance, you can crank up that difficulty all the way up. Now, speaking of stress, we've already seen our 4 new heroes during an era of utter brutality, where no-holds-barred, winner-takes-all combat wasn't just the rule of law, but society's favorite form of entertainment. But zombie fans, wouldn't it be interesting to see them go somewhere nice, somewhere luxurious, somewhere they could have a good time? It is my pleasure to show you a glimpse of the second of our Day 1 zombie experiences. Welcome to Voyage of Despair.
Lady McKendrick may be of a higher class than you are used to mixing with, huh?
Ah, Bruno, my French friend. The lady will be so lost in my eyes and enthralled in my tales, she will not even notice when I make my move.
Timing, as always, is everything. While you and Lady McBlahblah head off to do whatever it is that you're going to do,
Shaw will collect the key.
allowing us access to the Millionaire Suite.
Well, we will deal with any unwanted guests.
When you say deal with, I have to ask, how?
I will launch, how you say, charm offensive.
Okay, I'm with you so far, but what did you call the pipe things you're looking for?
Pneumatic tubes, used for the conveyance of small packages throughout the vessel. They will carry our surprise down to the cargo room. It really should be quite exciting.
And after the detonation?
That's where I come in.
Given that the artifact will be securely locked within the safe, dare I ask how you plan to get through 2 inches of solid steel?
I've got just the thing. A mechanism of my own invention.
What does it do?
It opens things.
Now, obviously your father made some enemies during his travels.
That's a pretty big understatement.
If I may interject, I think you were about to ask if Miss Rhodes expected us to encounter any opposition.
It's possible. Likely, even.
What of the other valuables? Are we to secure them also?
Just the artifact. We're not thieves.
What are we then?
All that stands between humanity and the forces of evil.
That's what's happened. So that's what happens when you unleash the zombie horde somewhere nice. Okay, it was the Titanic, but it should have been nice. Trust me, that bloody great iceberg is the least of our characters' worries. There is so much more to talk about, and this really is just the beginning. We'll be revealing a lot more later this summer, where we shall share further details on other never-before-seen goodies on our road to release. Thank you. Friends, we're not done yet. You've seen a taster of 9 and Voyage of Despair, but that's not all the zombies news we have for you today. We've already said that Black Ops 4 is the deepest, most replayable game in our history. So it's my great pleasure to reveal that for the first time ever, we will launch with 3 fully fledged, fully loaded Zombies experiences on day 1. We've seen a taste of what's ahead in our new story, but let's just take a trip back through the ether. One of our all-time fan-favorite maps told the story of 4 lost souls trapped in an eternal purgatory, desperate to break the cycle. Here's a small peek of Black Ops 4's 3rd Zombies map.
Nice. Not like I wasn't having enough nightmares just in my day-to-day. I have to work with those people. Listen, I'm gonna make this put it really simply for you. This is a super serious year for us for Black Ops 4 on PC. And we're excited to share that we have a completely dedicated team with our friends over at Beanox, and they're making the most robust, most refined, most customizable PC shooter experience that we've created. And we're also excited to announce that Black Ops 4 will be the first Call of Duty title ever released on Blizzard Entertainment's Battle.net platform. Now we're working very closely both with the dedicated PC team at Beanox as well as Blizzard to make sure that this is an absolutely great experience for our PC players. Let's take a closer look.
Black Ops 4 is really a celebration of our community, and something we've wanted to do for a really long time is focus on PC as its own unique platform and give PC gamers what they deserve.
This version of the game is custom built for the PC, and I think that's going to show through in every part of it.
We've developed a really strong partnership with Beanox, in addition to Blizzard, who have been tremendously helpful in bringing the game to the Battle.net platform, and that's a first for the franchise.
Those of us at Blizzard have been friends with Treyarch for many, many years. When it came to working on Overwatch, we consulted with Treyarch on a number of features.
It's the first-person shooter Blizzard has ever made, so hearing their advice really helped us build out our game. And it's really exciting that we can welcome them onto the Battle.net platform because Call of Duty is a cultural landmark.
With all the features of Battle.net, I think it's going to be pretty amazing what Black Ops 4 is going to have to offer.
Is going to be fully integrated with all these social features on Battle.net. You'll be able to add friends, talk with your friends, see them playing other games, party up, and interact with them in game.
We're going to be able to talk to players across Black Ops 4 into Overwatch, which should be pretty amazing. PC players expect a lot of options. They like to customize their gameplay experience exactly how they want it.
At Beanox, we have a long history of PC development. And so the PC community is always in the back of our minds. We're really talking about making sure that we've delivered on what they wanted.
For the Black Ops games, we've always had dedicated servers, and this game is no exception. They provide the performance and the security that our PC players need.
We are testing on the widest assortment of hardware possible to make sure the largest number of people can play and enjoy Black Ops 4.
We really wanted to tighten up the gunplay mechanics and make the movement system feel as smooth and as responsive as it possibly can.
There also has been a whole redesign of the UI flow, and we have made tweaks to how weapons react.
Things like recoil, weapon knockback, so that for a keyboard and mouse player, it's easy to get back on target. We will have uncapped frame rate. We're going to support 4K, HDR, ultra-wide monitors. It's going to have great scalability options, so everybody will be able to optimize for visual fidelity.
You've seen the team here get rejuvenated and excited by this idea of bringing the game to PC in a much bigger way than we've ever done before.
Recon requesting attack chopper pass. Starting team are cleared to deploy. Going off grid. Check fire. Check fire. Kill all of them.
Black Ops 4 is the game that lets you play with your friends in more ways than ever before. And we all love Black Ops for that combat experience. But imagine if we take that experience you know and love and we spin it on its head. And we drop you into a large, massive world where you have to survive to be the last man standing. Let's just pause here for a minute. I don't have to describe to you how Battle Royale works. These games are no secret. We play them too. But for us to even consider this kind of experience, it had to be unique and done in a way only Black Ops could do. Now, we are doing this, but we are doing it the Black Ops way. A survival game with the best, most refined mechanics in the world. Our signature controls and gameplay systems and the kind of fast-paced action that only Call of Duty can deliver, all in the biggest map that we've ever made, over 1,500 times bigger than Nuketown. And this is just the beginning. We're bringing to bear 10 years worth of Black Ops Universe features. That's your favorite characters, your favorite weapons, and the most iconic parts of your favorite maps. And we're putting them all in one place, a crazy collision of fun, and then we're gonna let you navigate that world with land, sea, and air vehicles. This is something that you have not experienced before. Let's keep it rolling. Do you remember your CIA handler, Hudson? Or maybe you remember that very first, very sweet RCXD kill. The numbers, Mason, what do they mean? Or that time when you partnered up with Reznov for revenge. And which of these multiple endings did you experience with the Menendez? Or how about that one time when you worked with your friend Woods to take the Hind? Now, I should probably mention this one too. Your favorite zombies cast, weapons, and gear too. This is something totally new. This is doing Battle Royale the Black Ops way. This is Blackout!
All right. There it is, the game that's been designed for you, the Black Ops community. It's the deepest, most replayable game we have ever made across the three pillars of Black Ops 4, multiplayer, zombies, and our new mode, Blackout. All right. Look, it's all about having fun with your friends, right? More fun than you've ever had before. Black Ops 4 doesn't have a traditional campaign. We're weaving narrative into each of the modes. And we've added unique ways to play solo in multiplayer and zombies, regardless of your skill level. So, if you're a veteran, we're getting ready to test your skills. And for those of you who just want to ramp up on your own, we got you covered too. This is a game for every kind of player. It's a game that's built to last for years to come, and we can't wait to play it with you. So thank you. Look, I want to give a shout out to our friends at PlayStation. Thank you guys so much for this incredible hardware setup that you guys are going to experience here today. And thank you, PlayStation, for your partnership with Call of Duty. We're excited for what's ahead of us. On behalf of everybody at Treyarch and all the developers, as well as Activision and our partners, a massive thank you. Thank you to everyone here. Thank you for coming from far away. It means a lot to us. And of course, to those of you watching from around the world. It's not going to be long. We'll be back, don't worry, before we're sharing more with this amazing community again. Now, let's check out that multiplayer trailer one more time before you're getting your hands on it with it next door. Let's take a look at Black Ops 4 multiplayer. Take care, everyone.
Black Ops, weapons free. Let's do it live.
Guess who's back? It ain't a fucking question. They know the name out in the presence of a living legend. What you heard is murder, you will need protection. Blinded couldn't see, so look to me to get direction. You are now not in the presence of nice guys.
Bravo secure. Pushing on me.
Every shot counts.
Spike team deploy. Building barricade.
Gunship overhead. Bring it down the hatch.
Copy that, 113.
Shoot one shot if you ain't ready to die. Never get it. The black guy shooters fire. Cause you don't want it.
Marking targets.
Better back the back. I'm done, so I ain't trying.
Sensor going live.
I know you heard me. Feel like I'm going crazy. It's murder, murder.
Heels coming.
Eat this!
Pre-order now and get access to the private beta.